Going for a 6th stomp. Oh. At Hell in a Cell, I think it was, what, a 10 or 11 stomps that he did to the Fiend? So, it is Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion, versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel for the Universal Championship. He's going for a 7th stomp on the stage. Oh, he's almost to his feet. I love Bray Wyatt, I love Seth Rollins. I think Seth's going to retain, especially since Bray is moving to SmackDown now, so I don't see why he would win the Universal Championship. It would be cool if he did though. I feel like it should have happened at Hell in a Cell. I think that would have been really, really cool, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm actually really enjoying this match, and I think this show has actually been really, really good. I think this has probably been one of the best Saudi Arabia shows in my opinion. Oh, super kick, oh. The Fiend is very, very close to falling off the stage. There's something below. Oh, oh, the Fiend almost. He's going for a 3rd super kick to the Fiend. Oh! Oh my God. Bray Wyatt falls all the way off the stage. And this pyro goes off. Oh, here comes some guys with some fire extinguishers. Oh, they're trying to put out the supposed fire, I guess, that the Fiend fell into. Oh my goodness. Seth is like, what the heck? So this is a false count anywhere match, by the way. I actually forgot to mention that. Oh! But did Seth just get blinded by that? The referee's outside there, getting ready to count if Seth... Oh! The Fiend is standing up right behind him. Seth doesn't realise it. Bray Wyatt is lurking right behind Seth. The mandible claw. He has got Seth in the mandible claw. The hand down the throat of Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion. Oh, Sister Abigail! On the outside, all the way up the ramp. 1, 2, 3! The Fiend wins! The Fiend wins the Universal Championship! Oh, you're kidding! Bray Wyatt! That is a scary sight. Wow, the Fiend actually won. This is really, really surprising to me because we're heading into Survivor Series, and plus the Fiend has been drafted to SmackDown. Well, actually, Bray Wyatt has been drafted to SmackDown. They didn't actually call him the Fiend, like when Stephanie McMahon was announcing the draft. So, are they going to do some sort of thing where they have Bray Wyatt on SmackDown and the Fiend on Raw? Can you imagine that? That'd be so cool. Kind of like have his alter ego on Raw and then just his normal Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. Here we go, the lights go out. That was the main event of the evening. I can't believe he actually won the title. That is so cool. You guys know that I love Seth Rollins. He's one of my favourite wrestlers, but I love the Fiend. There's that creepy noise. Oh, what a sight. The Fiend is standing at the top of the ramp with the Universal Championship, raising that title high. Is the Universal Champion. Wow. I honestly did not see this coming, and I love it. I'm happy with this. I think that was a really, really good match, and I think they really redeemed themselves after Hell in a Cell. I honestly thought Seth was going to retain. I thought we were going to go into Survivor Series with maybe Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar again, maybe. And now they announced during the show that NXT is going to be involved in Survivor Series, which I absolutely cannot wait for. I've always wanted to see a kind of triple threat, I guess you could call it, you know, like all of the brands get involved, and I think NXT should be a part of that, so I think it's going to be really, really cool. Can you imagine seeing like The Fiend versus Brock Lesnar versus Adam Cole? And I really hope they do that. I really hope they do like kind of like triple threat matches, so you could have the North American champion versus the Intercontinental champion versus the United States champion. That would be really, really cool. And then you could have all the tag champs. You could have the 3 women's champs go at each other. They could have a battle royal and then have maybe an NXT person win it for NXT. I think that would be really, really cool. I'm actually really, really happy with this. I loved the ending. I thought it was great. I'm not a big fan of the red lighting thing. Like, I get the whole for the whole atmosphere of it, and since he's the Fiend, you know, I get the whole red lighting a deal, but I just think it's a bit hard for us to see, and especially for the fans in attendance. Like, it must have been pretty hard for the Saudi Arabia fans to see. Like, one thing I actually really like about the Saudi Arabia crowds is the pops that they give the superstars. Like, when Randy came out, when Roman Reigns came out, they had a big pop for AJ Styles. This is going to be my only reaction video because here in New Zealand, the Crown Jewel started at 6 AM in the morning, and it is currently 9:46 AM, but I set my alarm for like 5:40 or something like that, and I set like 5 alarms because I'm useless at getting up in the morning, and I ended up falling back asleep somehow. So when I woke up, it was 7:30, and I'm like, oh, I've missed an hour and a half of Crown Jewel, so I had to turn it back on. And like Cain Velasquez versus Brock had already been, the Battle Royal had already been, the Tag Team Turmoil, stuff like that had already been. So when I woke up, the match that was on was Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman. Tyson Fury was entering the ring, so that wasn't a bad match. I didn't think the whole knockout thing was, you know, the greatest thing, just because Braun Strowman's taken so many, you know, things and gotten up from them just from one punch from a boxer. I don't know, I guess since Tyson Fury's this, you know, massive heavyweight boxer, so he's got this like massive lethal right hook, you know, to knock out Braun Strowman. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful sight to behold? The Fiend, the brand new Universal Champion. I love it.